Alright everybody, we did a little lesson on our last video, and it was multiplying binomials, where you learned to distribute both parts of that binomial into the second binomial. So quick little recap, don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but if you have a binomial times another binomial, you're accounting for two things multiplying two things, which requires four multiplications. So we're circling the first and distributing it through. So let's try that real quick. 3a times 4a would be 12a squared. 3a times 6 would be 18a. So first times first, and then the outsides. And then we continue with our multiplication of the second term, negative 2 multiplying through. So that would give us what? Negative 8a, negative 12. Combine. And we have our product that we were looking for. Alright, now what I really want to get into today, or in this little video, is special situations when you multiply binomials. So the first one I want to show you guys is this. If I have, let's say 4x positive 3, and then I have 4x negative 3. Okay, you're going to learn that if you see something like this, it's a pretty wonderful deal as far as multiplication goes. So let's take a look at what happens. What you have here is you have the same first parts and you have opposite second parts. And let's look at what happens when we go ahead and do that multiplication then. So again, the first thing comes through. So 4x times 4x, that's 16x squared, not 8x squared. And then 4x times negative 3 is negative 12x. Maybe I should be asking, what do you think is going to happen in this problem? When you take the second thing through here, 3 times 4x is positive 12x, and 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Now when you combine, what happens to the middle stuff? That's right, it goes away, and you're left with a lead term, 16x squared, and your constant. Okay? So this is one of these rare instances where a binomial times a binomial actually leaves a binomial product where there's no middle term, or what I call guts. A lot of times I call trinomials like dogs. Like a dog has a head, and it has a tail, but it also better have a midsection, right? The guts part. Well, in this situation, you do not have the guts. So let me show you. This is a pattern, you guys. So it says if you have the same front pieces, but you have opposite back pieces. That's the key. A plus B, A minus B, then your product, the middle two terms of the FOIL are going to go away. The outside and the inside are opposites. So you're just left with first times first, A times A squared, and then B times negative B squared. So a really slick deal. When you see it, you should just be able to write the answer down without even going through and doing all four multiplications. So let's try a couple of these. I'm going to keep this on the same page. No, let's go to another page. Nope. Darn it. Let's just go up here. We got some space. And let's say I've got 5. Whoops. Excuse me. Try that again. 5m positive 6 and 5m negative 6. Again, I recognize the front pieces are the same and the back pieces are opposites. If that's the case, honestly, you can just go right to your answer. You're going to be taking 5m times 5m is 25m squared. You're going to be taking 6 times negative 6 is negative 36. The middle two factor or products are going to go away because they're going to be opposites. Okay, one more. We'll try it down here. Let's say 9x negative 2, 9x positive 2. All right, we have our pattern again. So the outsides and the insides are going to cancel. So it really comes down to taking first times first, 81x squared, and last times last, negative 4. All right, you guys, so if you see it, you can certainly do those products. Probably just write down the answer in your head. All right, very good. Catch you later.